Fair use disclaimer. The copyright laws of the United States recognizes a fair use of copyright content. Section 107 of the United States Copyright Act states, notwithstanding the provisions of Sections 106 and 106A, the fair use of a copyrighted work, including such use by reproduction in copies or phone records or by any other means specified by that section for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classroom use, scholarships, or research, is not an infringement of copyright. This video and YouTube channel in general may contain copyrighted works that were not specifically authorized to be used by the copyright holders, but which we believe in good faith are protected by federal law and the fair use doctrine for one or more of the reasons noted above. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new in the chat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Miss V, how you doing today?
Hey, sister girl, how's it going?
I'm good, I'm good. How you?
I'm doing all right. Just excited to get into these stories, man, to see what is going on.
I want to welcome everybody in from Miss V's channel.
Hey, welcome in,
And
everybody.
and I want to say shout out to our Facebookers that's watching. And
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
gonna, and like we always do, we're gonna get straight into it. This is coming straight out of downtown Los Angeles where two models living just 2 blocks from each other, found in their apartments 2 days apart, and the police has no suspects. It says two black models were found in their downtown Los Angeles apartments days apart from one another. Police are not clear in their demise, if their demise are connected. The Los Angeles Police Department are looking into the demise of Melissa Mooney, 31. Her remains were found September 12th at around 3:54 p.m. after police responded to a request for a welfare check. LAPD and the newsroom released Mooney's was discovered in her Sky Bunker Hill apartment in the 200 block of South Figueroa Street. The late 31-year-old woman had reportedly moved to Los Angeles in August. Details of the model's passing collected by the investigators confirmed that she was taken out inside her residence. The Los Angeles coroner hasn't revealed the cause of her demise yet. In addition to being a model, Mooney was into real estate in Beverly Hills. She also was also the younger sister of Guyanese trap pop singer Jordan Pauline. Do you know her, Miss V?
I didn't know anything about her, but I have since found her page and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm not gonna read what she posted on her Instagram just yet. We can get into that later. The
Mm-hmm.
model's family reportedly requested the welfare check after their iPhone text messages to her changed from blue to green. An iCloud alert revealed that someone had access to her iPhone and MacBook following her demise. And another model, Nichole Nikki Coates, 32, is being investigated as the big H. You know, we can't say these words on YouTube. According to authorities, family members of the latter found her inside her downtown 8th and Grand apartment within 700 blocks of Grand Avenue. Her mother, Sharon Coates, described the scene as gruesome. She said her daughter was in the bed. It was bloody when her father and aunt arrived at the scene. The model's aunt, May Stevens, recalled the questionable circumstances in which they're saying her last name, Coates. Her name is Nichole Nikki Coates. They're saying the circumstances in which Coates' lifeless remains were discovered. I couldn't recognize her, the grieving aunt said. I believe it was, basically saying she was taken out. I really do. One of her legs was up in the air as in a kicking position. That's not somebody who just laid in their bed and passed away. The last time anyone heard from Coates was September 8th, when she allegedly told her friends she was going on a date that evening. Her family was moved to check on her at her apartment when they hadn't heard from her for several days following the date. And they created a GoFundMe. The goal was $1,000, but it's now at $14,000. In the fundraiser's description, the late beauty was remembered as a vibrant personality that touched and affected everyone she crossed paths with. She is known as an amazing daughter, friend, and soul. The description lovingly added. Anyone with information about either active investigations is urged to call 1-877-527-3247. I want to play the news clip.
Okay.
A model was found in her apartment only days after another model was also found in her home, and those apartments less than 1 mile apart. NBC4's Darsha Phillips has more from downtown LA. Darsha?
Yeah, Colleen, more questions than answers on both of these cases. Police right now not saying that they are related in any way, but there are some very similarities in these cases that have many people feeling very concerned. Two models found their apartments in downtown Los Angeles, less than a mile from each other and 2 days apart. 32-year-old Nichole Coates, seen here on a GoFundMe page, was found in her apartment on 8th and Grand on September 10th. Police say her is not being investigated as a homicide and say the cause has not yet been determined. But her mother says after seeing her daughter's body, she believes someone killed her.
I'm so shocked. Yeah, I'm shocked right now.
People who live in the complex where Nichole was found say the building only sent out an email about a police investigation and never mentioned someone had died in the building.
I mean, it's terrifying, and my heart goes out to the families. That's so sad.
2 days after Nichole's body was discovered, 31-year-old Melissa Mooney was found in her apartment on the 200 block of South Fig. Police say Mooney's death is a homicide, but haven't released how she was killed.
This is heartbreaking. I wish I wasn't here doing this. I wish this wasn't the case at all. We would just be celebrating her birthday instead of this.
Family of Melissa Mooney held a vigil for the real estate agent and over the weekend.
She didn't deserve anything like this. She was a beautiful person.
Police have not said the two cases are connected, but they have many feeling uneasy.
We literally just moved in a few days ago, so that's just scary to think about, just in terms of safety.
We're in downtown, so it's scary to walk around down here, especially as a woman, which I try not to.
Now, anyone with any information on either of these cases is urged to contact the LAPD.
Now, Nichole family thinks that this is a serial case because two other families reached out to her mother and said their daughters, too, was taken out in their downtown apartments. Listen to this.
I just want to know what happened to her.
The mother of 32-year-old Nichole Coates is in agony, telling KCBS.
I miss her so much, and she was my only one. And I'm not going to ever be able to tell her that I love her or touch her again. And it hurts.
A few days later, following a welfare check, police say model 31-year-old Melissa Mooney was found inside her apartment. Are the deaths related? Police don't believe so and are looking into Mooney's death as a homicide. A cause has not yet been revealed. Relatives of Nichole Coates are worried.
That scared us all because now we feel that it's related, because she wasn't far from where Nichole lived. And they were the same age bracket, and she was a model.
Daughter is gone. And it's not fair. I want everybody to find out who did this to her.
So right now, police are only calling these active investigations. They're only calling the one, Melissa Mooney, at this point. The families really think this could be a serial killer. They've been saying that for the last couple of days. They think these two cases are connected, again, because just 2 days apart, both popular models, both very popular on social media. But police were clear today at a press conference that right now they are treating both cases totally separately.
Nichole's cousin, too, had came out and spoke to the news a bit about what her aunt and uncle said when they entered the apartment. Take a listen.
Family of Nichole, or Nikki Coates, are still in shock that she was found inside her apartment on Sunday.
I was so distraught. I couldn't even, no tears wouldn't even come out. I just felt like everything was moving slow motion. And I still am in shock. I'm so in shock right now. I'm still in denial that she's not here.
The model was in her early 30s and lived alone in her downtown apartment. The family thinks her deal's a bit suspicious based on how she was found.
We just know that she was found. She was found in her apartment. It just didn't look right to us. It didn't look right how she was positioned in the bed. She was even unrecognizable for what my auntie had told me and what my uncle had told me as well, that she was unrecognizable in the face as if she'd been, and they had to identify her by her tattoos.
Nikki's cousin Shania also says alarms went off in her head when she saw a similar story recently of a woman named Melissa Mooney, who was also found at her apartment downtown in Bunker Hill. Her investigation.
We just want to know what happened. We want to know what happened because it just doesn't seem right. And we're just like, is there a correlation between these two females? Is there a correlation? Because they were both almost in the same area. It was both almost in the same area. I think they were both in downtown LA or just within that certain, mileage within that area. So we were just kind of like, when we seen that, we were just like, okay, we need to make sure that this isn't something else, because it just didn't seem right.
As they wait for more answers, Shania is remembering her cousin for the vibrant, loving person she was.
This is our reality now, like living without her, and I know it's not going to hit for a while until holidays come up and really, when people come over, family members come over, I know she's not going to walk in the door. And I know it's not going to hit yet because this still has not hit me. It has not, but I just know I love her, and I will forever love her, and I just want her spirit and her legacy to live on.
And we reached out to LAPD. They say this is only an investigation and nothing nefarious was found.
Listen, I have to say, Miss V, I don't believe in coincidences.
Me either.
And I think that the police don't want to alarm the area, the neighborhood. But I think this could be one of those serial cases. What do you think?
I mean, it definitely, I was thinking the same thing, like, this is not just a coinky dink. Like, they're both models. They both live a mile away, like 5 minutes away. I mean, it don't make sense. They were both, sound like they were in the kind of the same lifestyle.
Right.
So yeah, I think it definitely could be that they don't want to alarm the area. But one of them, I think it was it Nichole, that they said friends were seen, she was seen coming in with friends or something, or the friends left and she never left. And then the other one was said to be going on a date. So maybe that's why they're trying to separate it. But initially when I first heard it, it sounded like they were both like, and I'm doing the quotations with this model thing, because they didn't change. Model means something else now. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, IG models.
Okay.
Yeah, because are they dating strange men? Because it was something also said about a dating app.
Oh, is Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it made me wonder, if they were in that lifestyle. I mean, and then the one
Mm-hmm.
Melissa, her
Mm-hmm.
sister is the Ghana famous rapper. Like she got
Yeah.
over 1 million people following her on YouTube. I mean on IG. When I found that, I was like, wait, who is it? And then I wasn't sure if that was really her sister, but then she posted all the pictures when they was young. And then
Mm-hmm.
plus she's speaking out on the news. So it's really sad. But wait, okay, so both of them, I know
Mm-hmm.
Nichole was found by her family. Their families found both of
That's
them, or
what
the
I
cops
have the
found one.
that's what I have the issue with, because it said that her family said her aunt and her uncle, who actually seen her because they went to the apartment, they said one of her legs was up in the air, like in a kicking motion, like as if she was
Hmm.
fighting. And her uncle said she looked like she had been, attacked.
Yeah, so
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 I don't know why
excuse me.
the police is saying that, is ruling that out. I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me. And then they still saying they don't have they can't give a cause of her demise yet. I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me. Now
I know in the
now Melissa Mooney, they're saying
hmm
they did rule hers, you know, but I don't see the difference when they both, it's just not making sense
well
to me.
the difference is hers was clearly, I mean, it was clearly that. That's why I
Well,
think
that's
they
what I'm
said they
saying.
rooted.
And Nichole wasn't.
But with
Her
Nichole, did
family
they
said she
I
was
don't
unrecognizable because she was
I
attacked so
know.
bad and her leg was up in the air. So how could they say that was not?
Well, okay, it sounds
But
like she sat in an apartment for a couple days, so she probably has some decomposition going on there.
okay, yeah, they did say they didn't talk to her after she went on the date. So that's what made them
Yeah.
go to her apartment. But again, I don't know. It don't make no sense to me. I think
It
that they
really
just
don't.
don't want to alarm the neighborhood because you see where they live at, you see the type of building they live in. So that's a money making area. So they don't want to alarm them and say that it's a serial person out there, predator out there going after models. Are they
Hmm.
IG models or models?
Well, they're saying models, but I really don't know.
Okay.
It's a thin line. They call the IG models too, and we know what they be doing. It's a
Right.
lifestyle. I mean, one
Right.
of them was a realtor. Was that
Yes, that's Melissa.
Mooney?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
Melissa
she was a
Mooney.
realtor. Now, I didn't hear them say what the job was of the other female, but I also
Nichole was just a
mhm,
model. Her family says
okay.
she was just a model.
Okay, now I
So
seen pictures of her that she was fully clothed, and at least one that she was modeling, but a lot of times it'd be something different. I couldn't find
mhm.
I know the names, but I couldn't find their pages because, well, the one Mooney, because everybody been posting about it. So I was trying to find her page just to see, how they rock out. But I suspect that it's one of those things where they date men that they don't know.
Is it
I
that
don't know.
are you talking about the app Tinder?
I didn't hear what app it was. I just heard people saying that it was something said about a dating app.
Yeah, that's one of those dating apps. That's where those girls was meeting Khalil Wheeler on that app. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And then recently not too long ago, the one on that Bumble app. So it's so
Oh
many of
yeah,
them.
that's
I don't even
Bumble
know the
too. Yeah, I
names.
forgot about Bumble.
Her name is Lauren. It's a lot of them that we don't even know about, I'm sure.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know. So, because I remember Felicia Johnson, she had posted on several apps to get a date that night. And I had never heard of any of them,
Right,
because I
Felicia
don't.
too. Right, you're right. And she went on a date,
Yeah,
and that happened. And she missing. But
right.
Oh wow. But
But see,
what do you think about the mother saying, Nicole's mother saying that two other mothers reached out to her and said their daughters live in that same downtown area and they was taken out the same way, and the police is not doing anything about their case either.
now that's crazy, and I thought I heard that towards the end. That's insane. Like, see, so that's why. And how long ago was that?
She didn't say.
That's
She just
crazy.
said two other parent mothers reached out to her and said their daughters lived in that same downtown area, and the same thing happened to them, and the police is not doing anything about it.
Yeah, but who are these friends? My guess is that they being
Now
tight-lipped and they gotta know something.
You said friends.
Hmm.
Which one of them was out with friends?
I heard in one of these videos I watched that I think it was Nichole that she see I'm kind of getting them mixed up because it's just too much information at once. But the one Mooney was going on a date, so
Right.
she's excluded. Okay, so
Right.
Nichole was seen. Some friends was left her apartment or something. I
Let me
heard in
see.
one of these videos that
Let me
I've
see.
listened to today.
Let's see, Nicole. What was her? Oh, Coates.
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Let's see what we can find. She didn't know what. No, this is coming up. Somebody else. Hold on.
So annoying. Is it giving me?
I'm not seeing it. It's keep coming up. Somebody else. Let me see. You saw it on YouTube?
It was on YouTube. Yep. It's just in the videos I was watching. I could kind of backtrack it, I guess, to see. Let me see something right quick. Okay, I was just seeing because I'm on her mother's page. Just seeing if she. Let's see. I could backtrack on some of the videos and we could just listen. This is a video her mother shared. Her mother shared this one. Now I don't know if this is the one that you played.
Now at 11 in other news, it's been nearly a week since 32-year-old model Nikki Coates was found dead in her LA apartment. Tonight, her family looking for answers.
Just as police investigate the death of another model also found in downtown Los Angeles. Eyewitness News reporter Elena Gomez joining us live from downtown with the latest.
Is this the one you just played?
No.
Good evening. Well, family found Nikki Coates here in her apartment dead downtown at the 8th and Grand Apartments. The family feels her death was suspicious, and they're now looking for answers into what happened to their loved one. Family of Nichole, or Nikki Coates, are still in shock that she was found dead inside her apartment on Sunday.
I was so distraught.
Yeah, you did play this one. That's the one that her mother shared. But what I'm about to do now, I'm gonna go to the history of my videos that I was watching because but dang, which phone was I on? That's the next question. But I do have some on here. I was pulling. Okay, I think this is the phone because I got a bunch of them here. Let's see. Let's listen at this one.
Yeah, there's been growing concern across the community with no answers, but today at least we're getting one of those answers, but still very few details. Two models found dead, both in their early 30s, living only a mile apart in downtown LA. The second model found just 2 days later. Eerily similar, it might seem, but after days of questions and uncertainty, police are now saying there's no evidence, at least so far, to believe the two deaths are related. That is the only new detail involving the investigation that police are willing to release more than a week later. This after family members and the community began demanding answers in fear of a serial predator.
Can you talk a little bit about the two homicides in downtown, the two young ladies? Any information? Black young ladies, which is really disturbing. I don't know if there's any information you can provide the public and us.
Yeah, at this point, I want to respect the investigation, the efforts in determining the circumstances of those deaths, and I will update that, meaning I'll give greater detail in the coming days.
Families in the community beyond frustrated with no answers into the mysterious deaths of two young women. The mother of Nichole Coates taking her story to the media, demanding answers.
I'm heartbroken, and it's killing us. I'm devastated.
Nichole Coates was discovered inside her apartment on 8th and Grand. Her family had not heard from her for 2 days. Police will only say that this is a death investigation. But they have said Melissa Mooney's death was in fact a homicide. They say she was killed in her Bunker Hill high-rise. And as you heard from the chief, LAPD is being tight-lipped with these investigations and are not releasing any further information for now.
Two models were found dead in Los Angeles within a week of each other.
I just want to know what happened to her.
The mother of 32-year-old Nichole Coates is in agony, telling KCBS.
I miss her so much, and she was my only one. And I'm not going to ever be able to tell her that I love her or touch her again. And it hurts.
A few days later, following a welfare check, police say model 31-year-old Melissa Mooney was found dead inside her apartment. Are the deaths related? Police don't believe so and are looking into Mooney's death as a homicide. A cause of death has not yet been revealed. Relatives of Nichole Coates
saying that too many times this week.
Wasn't far from where Nichole lived. And they were the same age bracket, and she was a model.
This is Inside Edition Digital.
Yeah, shoot. Let me try this one more.
Two young models found dead in their downtown LA apartments. Their bodies discovered at two different locations just 48 hours apart. Police are trying to determine if the deaths are related. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes with more on the investigation, and we're now hearing from the mother of one of the victims.
Two models, two deaths, two mysteries. Melissa Mooney found dead in her downtown LA apartment last Tuesday. Just 2 days before that, the body of Nichole Coates was found in her downtown LA apartment.
So Sunday and Tuesday.
Until I find out what happened.
Nichole's mother, Sharon Coates, says her daughter's death just doesn't make sense. Right now, investigators say the cause is undetermined, but Mooney's death has been ruled a homicide. The similarities between the two cases raising suspicions that something criminal may have happened to Coates as well.
Her incident was 5 minutes away. They're both models. They're in the same age bracket. I'm just trying to piece everything together, but I still feel that something fishy is going on.
Both Coates and Mooney were last seen alive on September 7th. Coates was 32 years old. Mooney just weeks away from turning 32. Her family holding a vigil Sunday night.
Both last seen on the same day.
All the smiles that she gave everyone.
LAPD has been tight-lipped on the Mooney investigation, only saying that she was murdered in her apartment. Investigators still waiting for the medical examiner to determine the cause of her death. The Coates family waiting as well for word of how Nichole died, the pain of not knowing adding to her mother's loss.
I just want to know what took her away from me. I just want to know if there was somebody that did something, somebody came into her apartment. You know, I want to know what happened.
Meanwhile, the LAPD is asking for the public's help in identifying the killer in Melissa Mooney's case. If you have any information,
Well, send us a picture. Like they have to have some surveillance footage, I believe. These were high-rise apartments in a downtown area. They gotta have surveillance of somebody coming or going.
Right, and I also believe that her body wasn't that decomposed, and she was only in the apartment for 2 days. So I believe her uncle when he say that she looked like something like she's been attacked. and her leg was up in, kicking position as if she was
Right.
like defending herself.
But for
It
them
could
to
have been
act like they
somebody
don't
that they
know.
know, like that former detective said. It could have been somebody that they know, that they allowed into the apartment. But he's
Hmm.
doing that in that um uh realm, like where they, where models are, in that area. He's singling
Yeah,
them out like he knows them. He's probably
one
following.
of them said something about her when they walked in. It was the uncle and the aunt, I guess. They walked
Mhm.
in and she was covered up at first. And when he went over there, he, uncovered her and he said she was like stone. The other person I heard,
Yeah, like
and it
rigor
must
mortis
have been
was setting
Mooney.
in.
They said that the apartment was flooded and the AC was turned up super high.
Mm. Wow.
And see, I heard this stuff, man. I should have like saved them all. But yeah, I heard all of these details, and whoever it
Wow.
was obviously was trying to conceal the smell and all of that kind of stuff. So it
Right.
sounded like either they was thinking fast or it was planned all along.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I believe it definitely have something to do with their lifestyle. That
Mm-hmm.
they had to meet. I don't know. The friend part is what's throwing me off.
I wonder though if the two females, the mothers that reached out to Nichole's mother, I wonder if they were in the modeling industry too. If
Right.
they
That
did the
would be
same thing.
interesting to know. Yeah, she didn't elaborate on that at
Mm-mm.
all.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. As you heard,
Wow.
that's all they said, and they just left it at that. It's kind of like they leaving you guessing. And then all of them said that the police is not giving them any updates on it. They're not saying nothing.
Yeah, they being real tight lipped, but I believe
Hmm.
they know they gotta have some
Yeah,
first thing they put, and the fact that they stole the iPhone and the iPad, they should be
yes,
able to be caught
yes,
because that
yes.
location
Here
was
we go
man,
with
come
that phone.
on.
Look, here we go with that phone again.
Yeah, though when
Talk
you
about
take
they can't find
electronics,
evidence.
exactly. You asking to be caught when you have some electronics though, and they trying to sell her stuff is what I heard too. That's crazy. So I mean, God, how desperate were these people? I mean, they taking her stuff trying to sell it. That's something different.
And it's interesting that you said people. It could be more than one.
It definitely sounds like it is.
And
I
like
mean,
that
it could.
and like that detective, the former detective said that they lure these type of women. They single them out. They look for them, especially models, and that's in that industry. And they,
Hmm.
try to act like they're gonna be their manager, or I can help you to grow. I could help you build your platform. He probably one of those. I think it's a serial predator out there too.
I think that anything is possible, and I would love to know who these other two females are that the
Right,
mother was notified about. I
right.
wish she would tell us. Like what are they saying? Because and how long ago was it?
Right. That's what I was getting ready to say. And how long ago was it? Because they said the police is not doing anything about their daughters either. That's another reason why I think that the police know something and they just don't want to alarm the people in the neighborhood.
Yep. See, that's what I want to know too. Like,
Because
I really want to know how
they
long ago it was.
they
Cause
targeting
how
a
long has
certain
it
type
been they
of
ain't doing nothing?
right. They targeting a certain type of females, the age, the
Yeah,
look.
in a certain industry.
Yep,
Yeah, this
yes.
is not
Hmm.
coincidence. I
Hmm.
mean, and then one of their birthdays is coming up too, like in
Yep.
another week or so.
Hmm.
The 30, yeah, Mooney. I think her birthday, yeah, she about to be 30. Well, she would have been 32 in like another
Yeah.
week.
Wow.
This is what's so sad. Like this actually happened on the 10th, on the 10th and the 12th. And we on what is this? What?
The
Okay,
20th.
10 days. Yeah, it's the 20th today. But what bothers me too is that where's the press conferences? Why don't we ever get that? Because I mean, come
Because
on.
they don't want you to see it. They don't want you to know what's going on.
Yeah, but why is it always like that with us? Like, come on, let us know what's going on. We want press conferences too. We shouldn't always have to have the activists do our press conferences.
I think the
Any
only
other
reason why it's even being talked about is because of who the sister is, because she's a singer. I don't know her, but that's what
she's
they
some
said. She's a
Ghana
real
rapper or
she's
something.
a
Guyanese
trap,
rapper.
right? From
Yeah.
from Guyana or whatever. But
You know, I mean, I think that it's just getting out too. Like, I'm not sure how it got out. Oh, and shout out to Tracy for letting me know about this Sunday. She told me about this. She's like, this happened in our area. And you know, obviously this is the LA area. And so I kind of been looking at it since then, but not deep. And then today I dove a little bit deeper. And it would be nice to get like an official press conference. It's just really upsetting when you think about it.
yeah, I agree.
Because that, you know, when you have that, that's some good information to go off of. It's official and all of that kind of stuff. I like getting those official press conferences.
What is the mom's Facebook you said?
Her name is Sharon Coates.
Oh, that's her Facebook is her actual name. Okay. I'm gonna see if maybe they reached out to her in the comment or something.
Nope, I wasn't seeing nothing. She got a few videos posted. I was looking for her to have posted something.
Oh.
But it seemed like I seen more when I was on my other Facebook page. But that's the one I'm streaming from. But you did say you got her sister's message, and you said you do you do have the message of the sister of Mooney, and also the
Oh yeah, on her Instagram, what she said to her. Yeah, it's right here. Let me share my screen. Can you see it?
That's little a second, but I'm looking on IG though.
Oh, okay.
I think I had screenshotted that earlier.
I was just scrolling on Facebook to see if there was any updates, because the latest update is the video I played already. They had dropped that last night on the 19th.
They had dropped what?
The latest video that I had played already, that was the latest, that was the last update that I saw. They had dropped that yesterday.
I can't stand people. Now somebody already made a fake page of Jordan Pauline. Try again. She got a freaking blue check. Golly, get a life, people. Now it popped up at first. Now where is it at? Oh, there you go.
Oh, so her mother, she had a big family.
Oh wait, she's. Dang, I hate when people put stuff in stories and you can't read it.
Yeah, me too.
Her sister said, yeah, that's what I was trying to read, but she said stop trying to interview her so-called her sister's so-called friends.
Oh, this is both families. Okay. So this is both families side by side.
Goodness gracious.
I guess this was when they had the memorial for them. This is sad. You think they're gonna find out who did that to them?
I
I
hope they find out this is two people. Now they cannot let it just
well,
go. Oh well.
actually it's four.
Did you find the information for the other ones?
No, I'm just saying. Go if if I go by what the mom said, then it would be four.
I know, but I don't know how long ago those was. Like, how was it close in this time? I think because we didn't hear about those. I wonder if did you even try to Google if it was some other models talked about? Now, this is what her sister said. Out of respect of our family, please stop trying to interview Melicia's so-called friends or best friend. If it's not family, they don't need an interview. A lot of these people just want the clout and didn't really care about my sister. Thank you. You always get
Oh.
that when somebody die. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And
That's sad.
the welfare check, right? So it was the the family found her, and then I guess they called the police, the uncle and the aunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking if they
After
usually
they
when
didn't
people
talk to
call a
her.
welfare check, but they said I'm thinking the family did the welfare check and
Yes.
then they called the cops, but they
Yes.
waited like 2 days before they actually did it. And
Yeah.
I don't know the level of decomposition in a couple days. It depends on the temperature and the apartment and all kind of stuff.
No, but she wouldn't have been looking unrecognizable like that in 2 days. Mm-mm.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know
No.
how it works.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, she wouldn't have been looking like that. I believe the uncle. I believe somebody attacked her, and
But they didn't say
the
nothing
way
about
she
blood
and
or
the way
anything, right?
what they call it, rigor mortis sat in. Her
Hmm.
leg was still up in the air as if she was defending herself. You
Right. So
don't,
she
like the
was,
sister said,
yeah,
you don't just lay down in your bed like that. You know.
right. She was kicking somebody up
Yeah,
off of
she
her.
right. Mm-hmm.
But they didn't say, I'm thinking about the things they didn't say. They said she was unrecognizable, but they didn't say like it was ransacked, it was blood everywhere. They
Yeah,
didn't say
no.
that.
Yes, you hold on.
They
Yes,
said that
the
about
cousin.
Mooney.
No, the cousin when she spoke. Listen again.
Family of Nichole or Nikki Coates are still in shock that she was found inside her apartment on Sunday.
I was so distraught. I couldn't even, no tears wouldn't even come out. I just felt like everything was moving slow motion. And I still am in shock. I'm so in shock right now. I'm still in denial that she's not here.
The model was in her early 30s and lived alone in her downtown apartment. The family thinks her deal's a bit suspicious based on how she was found.
We just know that she was found. She was found in her apartment. It just didn't look right to us. It didn't look right how she was positioned in the bed. She was even unrecognizable for what my auntie had told me and what my uncle had told me as well, that she was unrecognizable in the face as if she'd been, and they had to identify her by her tattoos.
Nikki's cousin Shania also says alarms went off in her head when she saw a similar story recently of a woman named
See, I blinked out. I had trimmed it for YouTube
Yeah.
friendly, but she said the uncle said she looked like she's been beaten, but I took out the word beaten for YouTube.
Yeah. As
Mm-hmm.
if she had been.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I said I believe the uncle.
It'll be interesting to see what they come up with though. Now this is crazy. Let me see. I wanted to, cause I never did read. I seen her sister what she posted, but I didn't read it.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, so she said, never in a million years did I think I'd have to make this post and get justice for my one and only sister. My heart is crushed. I can't believe you won't be here with us anymore. You were so loving and so kind. Let me put the picture up that she's talking about so that everyone to know who I'm reading about. So loving and so kind to everyone. You made sure if you ate, everyone around you was too. You opened your arms to people who didn't deserve you. As a friend, you're the best thing to happen to almost everyone's lives you touched. This is so sick. I can't believe my baby big sister is gone. The reason I'm me is because of you. My first best friend, the one who taught me everything I know. How is this even possible? You won't be here. We were supposed to grow old together and have babies and cook off wars. You're the best of the chef ever. This feels so surreal. I keep waking up crying, thinking I'm in a bad dream. We will get justice for you, my sister. I promise you. I promise you won't be gone in vain. The people you touched and loved will carry on for you and keep your name alive in the most beautiful and loving light. You did not deserve this at all. Your birthday is next month. I can't even breathe the same air.
Mm-mm-mm.
Feels so weird. I needed you, Melissa. I love you so, 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 so much. I'm still waiting for a call to tell me this. Oh, this is Melissa. This is her, Mooney sister.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love you so much. I'm still waiting for the call to tell me this isn't real. Jesus, please. I can't stop crying, Lord. Please help me. I love you, Melissa. I am so sorry. This hurts so bad.
Yeah, that is absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
She sound like she definitely will be missed by her family.
And you said
And
she had a lot of following on Instagram. Oh, this is her page you couldn't find.
no, I couldn't find it because it was so buried. I was on TikTok looking for her because she's actually on TikTok. Under Molisha and Wakey, which is Watchy, which is her cute little dog.
Oh, okay.
So right now I'm on Nikki's. Nikki is the one in black. I'm on her
Yeah.
GoFundMe, and their goal was 10,000, but they're at 16,000
Oh, it
six
went
hundred
up.
and ten.
It went
Yeah,
up.
and I'm gonna read what her what they posted initially. It says it
Okay.
is with heavy heart to write this in regards to the recent passing of Nichole Marie Coates, fondly remembered as Nikki to many on 9/10. Nikki's vibrant personality was one that touched and affected everyone she crossed paths with. She is known as an amazing daughter, friend, and soul. Her untimely passing has left us shocked. There's no way we could have imagined or prepared for this difficult time. As family and friends, we are asking to pull together in support of the funeral services on the behalf of Nikki to help reduce the burden on her parents as they lay their only child to rest. This was the only child of both
Yeah.
mom and dad.
Yeah.
So
The mom
all
said that.
contributions,
Hmm.
big and small, are appreciated. God bless you. May the Lord make your love increase and overflow for each other and for everyone else, just as ours does for you. And it says all funds will be given to her mother, Sharon Maria Coates. And John Clark is the close friend who actually organized the fundraiser to GoFundMe for the family.
Edward, welcome in, Edward. He wants to know any word about her legs. Which one? Nichole or Melissa? I
Well,
don't
I
think
mean,
I
the
read.
only
I
one
don't
we
think I
heard about a
read.
leg was it being up. It wasn't off,
Oh,
but
her
it was
leg.
up.
Yes, that it was
That's
up stiff. Yeah, that's the only thing they said about the leg.
yep.
No, I thought he had heard something else, like giving us an update or something. I thought he heard something else, like the leg was
Yeah.
broken or something like that.
Yeah, thank y'all for listening in.
Yes,
This
thank
is
you. Shout
it's
out to the
puzzling.
chat, to the live again, and shout out to Facebook.
Yeah. I would absolutely love to know who the other females are. I don't know if we'll ever know that. Maybe some people that live in LA know about the other two females. I don't know how long ago it was, but that would be interesting to compare.
Right. Right.
Because just like when Felicia Johnson went missing in Houston, we then found out it was a whole bunch of females that had gone missing.
Right.
It was a lot of them. And I suspect some of them was in his phone. The three people yeah, it's crazy. This whole industry thing is like they're being targeted, which make me worry even more if they legalize this kind of stuff. What is going to happen then? I don't think it'll get better. It'll get worse.
Actually, Edward, I think her leg was up in the air like that because rigor mortis had set in. So whoever was attacking her and she was defending herself, I think that's how she passed, you know.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Dang. That's sad.
Let me see if this says anything different. I do want to give this, if anybody have any information about this, there's a couple numbers that you could call. If you happen to be listening in and you know about this, you have to report this. So anyone with additional information is urged to call Detective Pierce or Marcinek, Los Angeles Police Departments, and their numbers is 213-996-4150. Again, the number is 213-996-4150, and you can contact Pierce or Marcinek.
So
if you want to be anonymous, let me give them one more. LA Regional Crime Stopper. Call 1-800-222-TIPS or go directly to www.lacrimestopper.org. Okay.
So Edward said he don't agree and he would like to join the live, I guess, to give his opinion. Want me to drop the
I
link?
don't know who Edward is, and is he on my side? Because that's not really normal for people to want. Let me look, because I'm not looking at my chat.
No, he's in your live.
Okay, let's see. I definitely thank you, Edward, for coming in and giving your opinion. I would like, but I definitely will not let you join the live because I don't know who you are. And this is my first time seeing you. Let me go on this channel. Okay, you do have subscribers though. Okay. He has covered the case. He can come up.
Oh,
Hold
that's
on.
why he wanted to come up.
Okay, I had to look. Okay, I'll let you up, Edward. Now that I see that you covered the case about 11 hours ago, you had a 6-hour live about this. So hold on. But let me see, because I ain't never. Wait, you gotta let him up, right? Wait, how?
I dropped
I
the
can't
link.
do. I don't have control. Oh, okay. But I would say just cover the screen. Oh well, it is covered. Yeah. I know you dropped the link. I'm sitting up here looking like. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all so much for coming over. I am not ignoring y'all at all, but we are so into this. I'm looking up stuff. Hey, Shifting Soil, thank you for being here. Emmanuel laughing at me. Man, shoot. I mean, because it's not normal for people to want to come up. But yeah, I mean, as a matter of fact, though, hold on, never mind, because you can't. Let me do something right quick. You there, sister girl?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You had where did you send it to me at?
I sent it to you on Instagram and I dropped it into the live.
On this phone. Yep. Hold on. Let me look.
I dropped the link, Edward. I think Ms. V is dropping the link on her end. because you're
Yeah,
in her
because he
live
can't.
so that you can
Yeah.
click from her live. He said he had lunch. He just would like to come up and talk. Uh, Um, why is my Nightbot not working? Miss V, you there? Oh wait, I think she dropped out. She dropped down. Oh, there she is.
Mic
Welcome,
check. Mic check.
welcome, Edward.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hey, Edward.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Well, blessings to you all. I don't know your name, so if you can introduce yourselves, I'll address you appropriately.
Sister girl.
Sister girl, blessings.
And I'm Miss V. How about you introduce yourself? Because we don't know who you are.
Okay, well, I am Edward Joseph. I am one who has been covering the Kanika Jenkins case. I just started covering this case just yesterday. I didn't know anything about it, but a friend of mine, which is Nosy Buck, who's in your channel, she invited me over to come and take and listen to what you guys are doing. So I sat here for a
Hey,
moment and
Nosy
listened to
Bug.
you all.
Thank you.
And so I said, well, me and Nosy Buck, we were talking about her leg being up in the air.
Right.
And I said, well, that can't be because rigor mortis only sets in within the first couple of hours. And so he would have to be there and had her in a certain position for that to lock into place.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying. Right. Like had her tied up, maybe her leg was up on something.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Or he could have been in the process of, doing some crazy stuff or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, she would have had to. Yeah, been in that position when she passed.
Yeah, but she would have to be in a position for at least a couple of hours for her legs to lock into place like that.
Yeah.
Because it was stated that her father had came in and the blanket was over her. So if her father came in and a blanket was over her and her legs was in the air, that would have been a very precarious and awkward position for her father to be in to see that.
Right. Right.
And I understand that the father didn't really, make notice as to what he saw other than he pretty much has tapped her to see, if she was alive or
Was it
anything.
the uncle or the father? I think it was an
It was
uncle.
the uncle, I believe. And she wasn't wearing clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, I truly believe that this was some type of satanic something that's going on because if you recognize it, it happened on the same day as Kanika Jenkins' anniversary, from the time to when they proclaimed that she had came up missing. And then several days later, we find the other person end up being in something of the same or similar.
Right.
I tell you, anything is possible. I mean, I definitely believe the rigor mortis thing, though, the couple hours she would have had to be. And then, I mean, she didn't necessarily have to be originally on the bed. She could have just been placed on the bed. And when they said the blanket was over her, he didn't specify if the blanket was raised or weird. I mean, she still could have been covered up with her leg up. It would have just looked kind of like a tent or something. But she still could have been covered up with her leg up.
Yeah, I think that whoever it was, this person knew them to a degree because you don't invite nobody into your house and not know them.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too. I think that.
Well, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because people meet on these apps and they don't be knowing them from Adam, from a can of paint, and they will invite them into their homes.
Well, I'm not going to invite just a stranger into my home. If I don't know you, you're not coming in my house. But I think he said even if they met on the app, they probably been talking. If it's on the app, allegedly, but they probably been talking, getting to know each other. We don't know. I haven't heard anything about an app though that they met on the app. They just the detective just was saying that it must have been someone that knew them because it happened inside the apartments.
Yeah, and it was a person I heard saying app, so they could have just said it and it wasn't said anywhere else. But I do know for a fact that those people that live that lifestyle, they put in their little date thing. They don't care who hits it. It don't have to be somebody they've been knowing for a couple of days. They don't get to know them. They just post something and somebody hit on it and they together. That's exactly what happened with Felicia. She didn't know in Wobodo. He was just one that hit on her ad. And she said, okay.
Yeah,
she was like,
I
met
have
on
to.
a date. Met her date
I have to
online.
humbly disagree because that's kind of like a blanket statement. I mean, it's easy to say that everybody that's in that industry does the same thing, but understand her lifestyle and understand the type of place where she is and living in things. I mean, it's a secure place.
That's what
She's
I was
playing
saying. The area that they lived in, it's too like high maintenance. So like they're not just letting anybody in the building like that.
Exactly. So that to me, it states that she knew of this person to a certain degree to where she felt comfortable with this person coming in.
I will say if the building was so secure, they would already had a man or woman.
Well, I mean,
and also, I didn't say everybody does that, but I know for a fact with the Felicia Johnson case, that's exactly what happened. She put out an ad,
but
somebody
see,
hit,
what you're
and
trying to
she got.
do is you're trying to assume that just because the Felicia Johnson case is, the things that happened, that it could happen in this instance. But
No, I'm
again,
just
you're
throwing
defending.
a thought out there. Anything, we don't know the facts.
But I also want to take note that I can't get off of mom saying two other mothers reached out to her and the same thing happened to their daughters in that same area. So, and that they believe that this is a serial case.
That's what I
I
said
can
last night.
lean that way too. I can believe that someone is out there targeting models.
So are they really models, or are they ladies of the night just under the disguise that they're models?
Well,
that was a point we brought up.
All I can say is what we reading online.
Yeah, they're calling them models and
calling them models, so we're gonna call them models.
Yeah, but we do know that model means something new now in 2023. Model means, especially when you put IG in front of it, it means something all the way different. Classy, prosta, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, it's really unfortunate that these ladies have to stoop down to the level of that just to try to make ends meet and things. I understand, a lot of people love the sex and things, but
if you listen to what the sister said on IG when she wrote to her, she said, when you ate, everybody ate. So she must have been the big sister that was getting money and helping to take care of her family.
She was the money maker.
I mean, yeah, well, that's no different than going out selling drugs and stuff, because you're killing someone else's child just so your child can eat.
That's true.
Her sister was making money too, though. She's like a star.
Yeah, a trap rapper or something like that.
Well, my thing is, if you live that type of life, well, then this is the things that you can expect and whatnot. But you can't be too careful, because, I mean, again, it can happen at any given point in time. So,
yep.
Now, with that being said, what do you think about them legalizing it?
Well, whether they legalize it or not, you're always going to have some people who's going to have some type of quirky fetish and things that's going to do this anyway. So, I mean, look at Jeffrey Dahmer. He's an educated young man that came from an affluent upbringing and things, but
Yeah. And he
for
only
whatever reason,
targeted African American gay men.
yeah, he lost it. So it will hit all facets of the of all races all across the board and things. So it's just not exclusively black, because we hear a lot of white people, a lot of Mexican, Indians, Asians, all of that stuff. I mean, it's all
The
across.
ones the ones that they don't talk about. I think
E-
go ahead.
Exactly, and this is why we have the forums like this, like what you guys are doing, is to bring awareness to all of these cases that doesn't get covered in mainstream media.
Right. Right. That's why we do what we do, right, Miss V?
That's right. I mean, we got to talk about our own cases because they don't talk about them long at all. You don't know. And I mean, like the other two models that somebody's mother told the other mother about, we ain't hear nothing about that. So
Well, I have some strong feelings about the mother who came out and talked about, I guess it's Miss Mobley or something.
Melissa Mooney mother.
Yeah, Mooney.
Okay.
The one who came out and was aggressive, saying, "Well, you don't know who I am." Now, I believe in what she says, because when a mother loses a child, yeah, I mean, anybody's
You
going to
talking
go.
about Nichole mother.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I feel her sentiments and things and what she was saying and whatnot. But if you look at the dynamics, when she first was talking and things, none of her family members was around her embracing her.
Right.
Not one.
Right.
She was a standalone. She was strong. She was a standalone person. But then I guess it was her sister or someone who had spoke after her.
Right.
And so then somebody had their kind of like forearm around her and things. But then when they took a family picture, everybody was looking stoic. And I'm kind of like, wow, okay.
Let me share my screen. Is it this picture you talking about? Because that's what I said to Miss B. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Let's see.
See, I've been a photographer, videographer for over 20 years. I have been all over the United States, videotaping funerals, concerts, baby showers, you name it, and things. And so I'm a good reader of people's, gestures and personalities and things. But this just shocked the mess out of
Is
me, the
this
way
the
that they
picture?
did this. Exactly.
I knew it. I knew that's the picture he was talking about, because that's why I was trying to get your attention with the picture when I said, "Wow, they family." But you don't want to say anything negative with stuff like this, because this is, you just don't know how people would react in a situation like
Well,
this.
I mean, okay, well, I mean, it's negative for what she's doing. I mean, if we're going to really call a spade, let's call it a spade a spade. Let's not disguise and cover it up with some names and stuff for the things that we're doing. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
if we're going to be truthful about things, we can be very tasteful and tactful, but if we're going to be truthful about things, then hey, that's what it is. And it ain't about the people's feelings. I mean, one or two things. I just have to be straightforward, and I just have to be real. And if I just can't be straightforward and real, well, then I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything just for the sake of, trying to protect somebody's feelings.
So what are your
Strong
feelings about
feelings
the
too.
picture? Because what are your feelings about this picture?
Well, my feelings about this picture is they already knew the type of lifestyle she was living. And so it was kind of like, all right, well, hey, it is what it is. I mean, they just accepted it. Yeah, they're angry, but they're very strong and charismatic people who, to me, I mean, yeah, obviously they're hurting, but it's just a different sense of unity, so to speak. So when people stand hands down like they're doing and stuff, and everybody has kind of like this blank look on their face and stuff, it sends the wrong message. I don't see not one person ever ran a tear. Now, her mom did all of this screaming and hollering and stuff. She has on some dark shades and things and stuff. Take off those shades. Let us see your eyes. Let us see some redness in those eyes. Let us see some waterfalls coming down, streaming down your face. Then and only then is when I'll be more inclined to really, embrace you guys and stuff. But the way you guys are doing right now, man, you're not really getting my vote.
Wow, I guess everybody is different because I don't think like that. I mean, I see what you're saying as far as you want to see emotion, but for me, if I see the family out there asking for help or they telling a story and they keeping it out there, I help push it. I can't get with the families that don't talk and tell us what's going on. But a family that's being open, I can. And as far as knowing her lifestyle, she was 31, 32 years old. You can't control what a adult does. And you don't have to agree with it either. And you know the dangers. I'm sure, look at all these women. They're older women. I'm sure they probably told her how they felt about it if they actually knew. And but you can't control what an adult child does, even if they're, if you're the parent of that child. So I don't
But
blame
see,
the family for her lifestyle.
it's always going to be the argument. I feel this certain way and stuff, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Yeah, I'm entitled to my own opinion, and that's why I'm rendering it, and that's why I render in the manner to which I do. Because, again, you will garner more sympathy if the people can see some type of empathy from you. But if you're not showing anything, or you just sitting up here just being stark and kind of like blank in things, not too many people are going to be inclined to help out and stuff.
And then, so you had a problem with the part when she said you mess with the wrong family or the wrong one type of
No,
thing. You thought that was
a mother's love will surpass all understanding. It ain't nothing that
absolutely.
a child can ever do that'll break a mother's love. And I get that. And that's what I feel for the mother. Hey, I love her for what she's doing, for standing up for her baby. But then on the same token, if you really want to garner support from the people and things, then show a little bit of emotion. Show a little bit, that you're really sad about what has transpired and things.
So I
I
heard
mean,
you say you
anger.
covered the Kanika Jenkins case, and that was one of the major things with her mother. So were you not connected to that case because her mother wasn't really crying out there?
Oh my God. Well, see, you guys got to watch. You guys got to watch my live, because I have literally
I
been on.
followed Jedediah Brown through that whole case.
Don't follow him, because he's a nutcase.
I
Don't
like
follow
him.
him. Yeah, I
We
know.
get
I
the
don't.
at least he get the story out. He let us know what's going on, and he was the best one filming out there that I was following at the time.
Yeah, but
Were you out there?
he was all fake and shake. No, I wasn't out there, but I do have contact with her family.
Okay.
Direct contact with her family. I used to protect Teresa Martin until I found out the things that she did. And when I found out the things that she did, then I totally went against her. I had her niece in my chat room, and she was my moderator for over 3 years. And when I found out what I found out about Teresa Martin, then I told her straight up. I said, look, I'm going to be on Teresa Martin, and you're not going to like what I'm going to be saying. So, you can still be my moderator, but once you start to do all of this crazy stuff in the chat, well, then I'm going to have to exit you. And so then
Wow.
exactly that's what I did. And I've been on Teresa Martin ever since. And ever since then, I've been going hard and heavy on her, all of these other hilarious and afraid YouTubers who's been talking all of this nonsense and things. And my lives has been stricken. My channel has been taken. They literally came to my house to cut my cable wire. I have been threatened. Everything. They
Whoa.
sent poison food to my house.
Wait,
So I got
over Teresa Martin? Are you in
over to.
Chicago?
No, I'm not in Chicago.
Were you
I'm
in
not.
Chicago?
We're in Chicago. I was supposed to be going to Chicago. I was going to go down there, but then after all of this stuff happened,
Wow.
then I had to change plans.
So they snatched your channel. You created a new channel. That's what this is I'm looking at now. A brand new channel.
Uh-huh. Well, I got three
Wow.
different channels. So, if they smash
Oh.
one of them, another one, then I got another one, then I got another one. But yeah.
Wow.
I would see.
Dang,
I
that's messed
I
up.
covered I covered this case on Facebook. I covered this case on Facebook since its indoctrination to YouTube. I mean to the internet and things. And so from Facebook, I came to YouTube, and I only been on YouTube for almost 2 years. And since I've been on YouTube, I first said on YouTube, I said Kanika Jenkins never walked those halls of that establishment. And when I did that, I was instantly vilified and everything. Everybody just came over and started doing all this crazy and hilarious and nefarious stuff. Now, when I talked about the case, I've literally got a person who worked for the Cook County Medical Examiner, who they had
Let's
the
not talk
fake
about
Kanika
this.
Jenkins come in and had literally had saw the autopsy because she was the medical examiner assistant. So the girl who they had brought in as being Kanika Jenkins was not Kanika Jenkins. This
Yeah,
girl,
I remember all that craziness. That part I couldn't keep up with. But now that I know what I know about Cook County, Jelani Day, anything is possible. But you can
well, not
continue.
not only Jelani Day, but look at Kendra Johnson. That lady, Jackie Johnson, is connected with Teresa Martin.
Was that Cook County too with her son?
No. She's in a whole different state.
Oh,
But
okay.
see,
I was talking about the Cook County coroners. That's why I
yeah,
said those
Cook
two names.
Cook County Coroner is associated with the Masons. And if you know anything about the Masons, well, then you know a lot about this case because they're all connected. And not only are they connected with the Masons, but they're connected with Hollywood. They're connected with all of these other different entities around. And see, I'm not scared because I got affiliations with the police departments and things and stuff, so I'm protected. So the only thing that they can do to me is just do what they've been doing, messing with my cable lines and
See,
sending
I ain't
poison
got
food to
time
my
for all
house and
that.
stuff.
So you were a content creator, and then they start messing with you. I ain't trying to go that deep with that. That's crazy to me. I ain't got time for that.
Well, I mean, see, the thing is this: if you're dedicated to what you do, it doesn't matter. You get the word out, and so either you're going to go all four in, or you're not. You can just start on the fence if you want to, but if you're going to be all four in, well, then you're going to be all four in. And, I wouldn't be talking about this if I didn't have the protections. There's no way that I would be sitting here for hours on end, days on end and stuff and doing the type of research that I do. And even having content produced on the internet, knowing the dangers and things. But see, I'm protected. And
Okay.
so that's why it doesn't bother me. But in your case, I mean, if you're happy with, what you do, be happy with what you do. But don't
So,
go deep in what you are going to go.
so in this case that you covered with Melissa and Nichole, what is your perspective? Like, what's your opinion?
Well, I like I say, I just touched up on it last night. Me and Nosy Bug, we was just kind of like, looking at different things, reading, different posts and whatnot. And my take on it was from instant. I said, these ladies, they call themselves models, but they're ladies of the night. And they just have kind of like a flamboyant type of
That's what Miss V thinks. Well, she
Model,
didn't
yeah, that's the
say
new
it.
word for
She
it.
didn't
It
say
is.
it, but that's what she was alluding to.
Yeah, model is the new prostitute. Yeah, absolutely.
prosty.
That's yeah, that's what they call them on IG and all that. But we know that
Wow,
they
you
had a
learn something new.
nightlife.
Look, you learn something new every day because I did not know that.
Yeah, absolutely. They disguising themselves as models. But who knows? This is what models, if you think back, this is
So,
what models been doing.
so do you think, Edward, that they were seeing? Okay, wait, let me back up a notch because Miss V says she read where Nichole was out with friends and then she wasn't seen, right, Miss V?
Yeah, they said something about some friends seen coming in or going out, one of the two, and she wasn't seen after that. Something
See,
about some friends. So they know
you know,
something.
I have a problem with all of the they say, he say, and things like that, because the bottom line is there's always going to be something that's going to substantiate a claim. You know, there's always going to be some video evidence or some pictures or something to substantiate a claim. Yeah, you hear what the friends say, you hear what the news people say and things like that. But I'm not really going to believe all of this madness of what these people say unless something can really be substantiated. Because again, you know, the friends can say something to be, they could be the very ones who put this stuff together and end up paying whoever.
You went out.
Being that we
Not
not law
involved.
enforcement or reporters, we have to go off of what's being put out, and so pretty much that's all I'm going off of. We don't, neither one of us dig super deep to be the first ones to put out certain information. If I happen to find it, I report it. So I
No,
mean, we only have what they're telling us.
right.
But
I
really, if
get
you
it.
look at the other cases, like Kendrick Johnson and Kanika Jenkins and Jelani Day, we can't go off of the stuff that's supposed to be official either. Coroner
Well,
reports, autopsies.
I'm
Crazy.
okay. So let me see if I can clarify what I'm saying. I am not going to give it no weight. Yeah, you can report on upon it and stuff, but then, you know, I'm not going to get into a big, deep argument or discussion with people just because they feel strongly about somebody else is giving their opinions or giving a viewpoint upon what X, Y, and Z had stated in things. I mean, you know, unless I can see something that's going to substantiate the claim, okay, yeah, I'll report upon it, but that's as far as I'm going to give it weight to.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't get into arguing about people's opinions and all that kind of stuff. We just, you know, present the case and then just continue to look into it as information comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go to the street and question people or anything like that. So,
Well, but I mean, you know,
this,
but it's good to kind of give words to this and stuff. But I mean, you know, if you're comfortable with the level of information that you dispel to all of the people, that, you know, it's fine. I mean, you know, nobody's going to change the things that you guys do and stuff. But me, for instance, I love a good conversation and I love a good debate. Now, a lot of people say, well, you know, you're arguing too much and so on. No, I mean, you know, I mean, if you want to take it to that level, we can take it to that level. But other than that, you know, I just like to challenge people
Yeah,
and
no, I
see.
don't see anything wrong with a good, healthy debate either.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't be looking for debates. I don't, not too much. You know, if it's something I feel strongly about, I'll
Right.
state it. But I still don't
Right.
want to. I'm
Because
not into arguing about
no,
nothing.
not
I don't.
arguing,
Yeah,
but like, you
debating
know, a
and
good,
slash
healthy.
argue.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody see it
What do you
differently.
think
I
of
see
what
it
we're doing
as
right now?
voicing. Right. We're conversing and
We're
debating on.
debating.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's just, you know, I mean, it's for entertainment purposes
It
as far
just
as
depends.
YouTube, but and bringing informative awareness. But we're also having a whole conversation about it.
Yeah, because I mean, I know because he said he disagreed with the leg thing. So can we get, because that was the initial thing for you coming up. You said you disagree with the leg thing, and I did get it where you were like, you know, he would have had to be there for it to set in and all of that. But what was your other point about the leg?
I mean, my hopes of the leg thing is that he had at some point in time extended. You know, he was there to the degree to where she was on. So that at least gives us a several hour window of him being there, because there's a way that
you bargain pretty bad.
Okay now.
Yeah, you good now. You was in the Matrix before.
Hear me?
Yes,
I think we hear you. I think he must have went out.
Oh.
Yeah, he boring. I know initially he said he was on. Okay, we hear you now.
Okay, yeah. I'm outside. Okay, so like I was saying, to be there a
Yeah,
couple of
ain't gonna work
hours.
out.
Had to be extended. He had to be there a couple of hours because it takes a couple of hours for time to lock into place. When the person, all organs and everything, the heart sees.
Yeah, we can't hear you. You still borging, but I heard you. You said it take a
Yeah, we
couple
get
hours.
it.
It's not doing
For
good.
rigor
Yeah,
mortar
it's
to set in. No, I
yeah,
get what he's saying about that. It do take,
right.
take some hours. So she either had to be tied up that way, or
Or he could have been having relations with a corpse.
Oh gosh, I didn't want to say that.
That
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Well, you know that happens a lot.
No, I know there's some
I
sickos
can't
out there
remember
like
which
that.
case that was
I
where this
was
guy
trying not
dug,
to say
man.
that.
Hey, well, that's the best way to say it. That's what it had to be.
I didn't want that image in my brain.
And with that being said, this is some real sickos out here, man.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
period.
That's true. That's so true. That is so true. Man,
Yeah.
man, oh man.
So I gotta get out of here, sister girl. So and I mean you can keep it going, but I gotta
No,
go get something done.
we're gonna end. We've been on for an
She
hour and
sounds just
30.
like me. Okay. Yep, that's our time, y'all.
Yeah, that's our time, guys. And I want to thank y'all all for hanging out with us, because y'all could have been anywhere else on this Wednesday, but y'all chose to come and hang out with Sister Girl Talk TV and Miss V. And shout out
Yes.
to Edward for coming on the panel and giving his opinion and having that discussion. What the word
Yeah,
said.
right. The word said a debate is to see who's right. A discussion is to see what's right. I like discussions. I don't like
But
arguing. Like
well,
it's
I
to see
mean,
who's
I
right.
don't
Yeah,
think we
like,
was
oh, I don't agree.
arguing.
He's right. No. But he likes to.
But
Like you can tell.
but see,
You
I
can
like to
tell.
hear people opinions though. I like,
I do
I
too.
like to get people thoughts and ideas and opinions on different topics.
Me
And
too.
everybody's
And
entitled to that. We all have our
absolutely.
own opinions, and
I know
it's
I
all
have a
welcome.
strong opinion. We all,
Yeah.
me and you both got
Yeah.
strong opinions.
And it's all welcomed
So
over here. It's it's
it
always
is.
welcome.
Absolutely.
So with that said,
But
Miss V,
the
you wanted to
word
say something?
wait, I wanted to say, wait, this last I was thinking when I heard that I didn't want to bring it up, but for her leg to be in an upright position, it had to be extended for rigor mortis to set in, or something had to be broken, or necrophilia. I don't know what that is. But y'all, I didn't get a chance to read a lot of the comments, but just know I'll check them out when I'm done.
I was putting them up on the
Oh, I'm glad
on
you
the
was reading
screen.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so in closing, I just want to say thank y'all so much for tuning in. We go live every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do StreamYard guest destinations on both our channels. This week and last week was on Sister Girls.
And
The next 2 weeks will be on my channel. So everybody, please make sure you connect with both of our channels so you could just check us both out equally. And thank you for the new people coming in that's never been here. Shout out to Nosy Bug for bringing your friend along, and thank you for coming in. I haven't seen you in a minute, but I'm gonna come and check you out too, Nosy Bug. But anyway, until then, that's all I got to say.
Stay blessed.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.
We out.